Alright, dream log number 1. I don't know if this is really going to be a series, I have no idea. But I will be making videos whenever I have an interesting dream, or just a dream at all, because sometimes I don't really remember my dreams. But instead of writing in a journal, I'm going to do videos like this to record my dreams, because I think it's a little easier to explain in words than, writing it on a paper, because, your thoughts come to you instantly, and then sometimes your thoughts get suppressed when you're writing really slow, like I do. So I wrote a little bit of notes just to give myself some memory points, so if you see me looking off, like over here, over there, whatever, that's why. So here we go. This dream I had last night, I wrote these notes when I first woke up, so they're not very tainted, because dreams fade away. But yeah, so here we go. If you guys don't know, I have a half-brother. I want to do a video on my half-brother because we have an interesting relationship, a very rocky one. I haven't talked to him in about 5 years now, and I've seen him, but we never really had a conversation for about 5 years now, or more, probably more. I'm thinking maybe 6 years. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there's a lot of reasons for it. Basically, he just wasn't allowed to talk to me, and he didn't want to talk to me, and then we just faded away and never talked ever again. So he was in my dream for whatever reason, specifically him, my half-brother. And in this dream, I gave him, I have a lot of games at my house in real life, and for whatever reason, I gave him like my entire library of games. I only kept about 5 for whatever reason, and these were 5 games that I played the most. At least I believe. That part I'm kind of making up because that's the only logical conclusion that I could come to, but I kept about 5 games. I don't know what types, but I kept about 5. And the rest I gave to him to store, because I had so many, which didn't really make sense, but whatever. So I'm talking video games, and turns out he sold these video games in my dream. First off, why I would trust him with any of my valuable items, I have no idea. Again, we haven't talked in about 5 years. I don't really have a relationship with him. I don't really even know him anymore, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, he sold all my games, and I got very pissed by this. And him and some other kid that's about his age, by the way, he's 18. Him and some other kid that was about 18, maybe 19, they got these like high-powered airsoft guns that were almost like BB guns, but it still was plastic. Again, it's a dream, so it's not very logical. And they were shooting me with these airsoft guns that would embed into your skin. They were that powerful. Kind of like BB guns, how they embed into your skin. They actually penetrate the skin. So, and they kept trying to shoot me with these, and they shot me about 3 times or whatever, and it really, really hurt. So I got pissed and chased them, and what ended up happening was I beat one of them over the head with their own airsoft rifle, and then I shot them a bunch of times with the airsoft rifle. I don't believe this was my half-brother that I was doing this to. I think it was the other kid that I've never met before in real life. He doesn't exist, as far as I know. And yeah, I didn't kill him or anything. It was just I beat him over the head with the airsoft rifle, so he got all whoa, what's going on? And then I just shot him a bunch of times with the airsoft rifle, and then he screamed like a little baby and ran off. So then I chased after my half-brother with this airsoft rifle, and for whatever reason we were at my grandparents' driveway. Mind you, these are the grandparents that aren't related to him in any way, shape, or form, so this was really weird. I have lots of dreams about my grandparents' house for whatever reason. I don't really know why, but I always do somehow have dreams, and they're like based in my grandparents' house. But yeah, so I'm chasing him around, and I'm shooting him up, he's shooting me up, and we're just like having this battle in the middle of their driveway. And then for whatever reason, the story kind of ended there. It faded away. I don't really remember what happened after that, but I remember these worms. Completely unrelated to the story, but there was these worms on the ground, on the driveway. And it's almost like a movie, how the movie is focusing on, the main action, and then it kind of goes away and focuses on something really insignificant, but it is very significant in some way. And these worms were like tapeworms. They weren't like ground worms. They were actually like tapeworms. They're very skinny. They were very pale, almost like a white color. And they weren't very long either. They were kind of short. They were like baby tapeworms, maybe about this long. And there was like one or two of them. I can't remember how many. Maybe 3. And they were all kind of squirming on the ground like this, just like, squirming all around, curling up, uncurling, and kind of like doing this weird dance. And then that's where my dream ended. So I thought it was very interesting, this dream. It didn't really make much sense. Like I said, I haven't talked to my half-brother in forever. I wouldn't trust him with valuable items, and I don't know where worms came in. So, but that was the dream. That was the dream. So I thought it was interesting. It's open to interpretation, what that dream actually meant. Maybe it's a calling, like, hey, he's still a piece of crap, or maybe it's like, hey, you need to contact him again, but he's still a piece of crap, or I don't know what it means, but if it means anything, and I don't know about the worms, what that meant. They were definitely not ground worms. They were like tapeworms on the ground, and I have no idea where they came from, but they were in the dream, nonetheless. So, however you want to interpret it, it's there. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.